single one of you fuckers believed me, and look who was right. I predicted nearly the whole damn episode. The whole ending of Zankyou no Terror. I almost did it. I almost did the whole thing right. I predicted that the feathers meant hope. And I know that some of you guys are going to be like, you didn't upload last week. You can't say that. But I was in a call with Sean and Corey. And they can testify that I fucking predicted this shit. I predicted it. And on my old channel, I predicted this entire ending. The fact that, number one, 12 would get shot and die. I didn't predict that it would happen. Actually, did I? Yeah, I did predict it would happen this episode. I predicted that 12 would get shot and die. I predicted that 9 would commit suicide. That wasn't necessary. I don't even know. Was that necessarily right? Why was he keeping, like, I don't know. Why was he keeping those headphones? And I know that, like, they had mentioned the headphones, but they didn't really say why he had them. I think that mainly it was because maybe the drug. I was right about the drug killing people, and I think that's why him and 5 weren't able to, you know, survive. But that is kind of weird due to the fact that 12 also did not have any problems with that drug. So that doesn't make any sense, but I think that's one of those problems that I may have with it. And there are a couple of problems, but I'm just gonna go ahead, you know, get to how I predicted all this shit. I knew that the bomb had an alternate motive, because they clearly didn't kill anybody before. Why the hell would they want to wipe everybody out now? My god, oh man, I'm just so good. They wanted to relive their childhood, guys. That's why the bomb went. That's why they EMP'd. That was their whole purpose. They wanted at least a day where they could live their childhood out. They wanted somebody to catch them. That's Shibazaki. I predicted that Shibazaki would win in the end. I thought that 9 would probably commit suicide, then Shibazaki would win in the end. And I knew that 5 would be eliminated first. That was obvious, but hey, I almost predicted the whole damn thing. I still can't believe that I predicted that the feathers meant hope. Like, holy shit. Bro, I still can't believe I did that. Like, okay, I think the one thing I didn't predict was, number one, how 9 died. Personally, I thought he'd commit suicide, not him being killed by the drug. I knew Lisa was not going to die. What else? Was there anything that I didn't predict? Like, shit. I'm really thinking hard, trying to figure out. 12 getting shot by a helicopter? I knew he'd get shot, and I knew he'd get killed. I just didn't think it'd be by a helicopter. That just, you know, seemed weird. But that's just me. I think that's all about it in terms of, like, how this episode went. But, alright, guys. Oh wait, there was one thing that I did not predict. 9 fucking crying. I knew 12 would die. I just didn't expect 9 to cry like that. What I really would have loved is if 9 actually used the other bombs in revenge for, like, 12. That would have been the most satisfying ending. It would have. It would have been just amazing. You know, he didn't, and that's fine. But it would have been cool if he actually used those bombs. So, all right. As a review, let's see if I can do just like a quick analysis of Zankyou. Overall, this is probably like an 8.75 because it's damn near close to a 9. But here's one of the problems: the characters. The fact that we don't really like. We finally kind of got their goal, but it was kind of a conceded goal. They didn't really kind of explain it. How should I say this? They didn't explain it very clearly. You kind of had to, like, rewatch it again. I know I had to rewatch it again to figure out what their goal was. To figure out I was right, by the way. You know, just putting that out there. But I think another thing was that until 9 cried, he was a really just kind of serious character, and usually I don't have a problem with a serious character as long as they have a reason for being so serious, but he never showed emotion in childhood, and even though he's not needed, that's still no reason not to show emotion, because 12 shows emotion even though he wasn't needed, so I just don't understand. It's like, I feel as if 12 is a good character and 9 isn't. Another thing that I feel is that 5 was the worst thing to happen to this show, by far the worst thing. Here's why. She's a selfish villain, and I know that's kind of, it's like villains are supposed to be selfish, but here's the thing. Villains usually have a decent motive, like, just like a decent one. She has no motive. Her whole, like, well, she had one, but it was like, I need to finish a game. what the fuck? You wasted the series for this? Then she brought in the like unnecessary English to this fucking anime. There is so much that she put into the anime that did not need to be. It shouldn't have been there. And I feel as if she herself, just by being here, brings down the anime. She's just a bad character. That's my opinion. I think Shibazaki was a pretty good character, but he needed more of a backstory. Like, we kind of understand, like, why he wasn't a detective and stuff like that. We kind of get his backstory, but he didn't really develop that much. He was just always like, oh, wait. He kind of seemed stumped, and he was like, I got it. He was clear, you know, you knew how he was really going to act. You knew how he was going to think, so he wasn't that great of a character. So the characters are probably the weakest point of this series, because the art in some cases just looks freaking gorgeous. Other cases it looks like, I don't know how to feel about that. And then the music is always fucking good. It's just like, it's Yoko Kanno, guys. It's Yoko Kanno. I think in terms of plot, this was actually, like, terms of plot and story, I'm not even going to grade this. Here's why. This is the first that I can recall of anything, like, terrorist anime. And therefore, I feel as if, like, I can't grade it because they did something new. If I had to grade it, honestly, I would give it, like, I think I'd give the story a 10, but I would not give the plot a 10. And the plot is really just how, like, how everything progresses. I would not give the plot a 10 just because 5 just fucked it up, like I said. But in terms of story, the fact that it's like a terrorist anime and everything like that, hey, 10. Because we haven't seen it before, and that's something that we needed. That's why I'm almost giving, like, Zankyou a 9, because it's something that innovates the industry. And I feel as if that's what you need to be a 9. You have to break the mold. And the fact that it's broken the mold with pretty much, like, almost a new genre, like fucking terrorists. It's great. It's great that we have animes like this, and that we have people like Watanabe on here. But that's my review of Zankyou. If I had to give it a score, like I said, I'd give it like an 8.75. I don't think it's a 9 because the characters are really the problem with the series. And sometimes the art can be off. Every series kind of has like those off days, like that off episode on art. But this episode, like the series in general was just like, this looks good, this looks iffy, this looks good, that looks bad, this looks good. It just kind of hopped around everywhere. So it was just inconsistent. But overall, Zankyou 8.75, and I think I've justified myself enough. And guys, Suridamas-kun for the win. Time to see what happens in Tokyo ESP tomorrow. I wonder what the hell is going to happen in Terraformers. I think I still have to watch that OVA, but alright, I think this was the last anime of the summer, other than glass shit. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces!